Expendables 2.
Hello everybody, welcome to another Stallone Month review. Today we are going to be looking at Expendables 2. This movie has a shit ton of people. It has Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, Chuck Norris, Terry Crews, Randy Couture, Liam Hemsworth, and Jean-Claude Van Damme. With Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger. We got a lot of people in this movie. And let's get into it, shall we? Before we get into my positives, I'll go over my few negatives for this movie, because I really enjoyed this one more than the first one. First up, this is going to be weird, but I prefer Stallone's goatee in the first one over the mustache in this one. I don't like his little handlebar mustache. Once again, we get CGI blood in this movie. Lots of it. CGI, blah, blah, blah. I hate CGI. You know that. Jet Li, his character gets thrown away after the first act of the movie, and we get this new Asian woman to replace him. Not a fan of it. And this movie is filled to the brim with meta jokes and ha ha ha, that's a movie reference type of shit. I hate it. Really. Like, it's almost to the level where if it gone any further, I'm not sure how it could, it would almost bring down this movie below the first one for me. But because of the action we get, the story, the characters, the directing style, I like the revenge aspect more, but just all the other stuff that I will get into with my positives. If it was for all that, these meta jokes almost ruin the experience because there's just so much. We got Arnold Schwarzenegger. He comes in a couple of times and he's like, I'm back. And he steals Bruce Willis's line. He goes, yippee-ki-yay. And he says quite a few things. Terry Crews, he goes, your ass is terminated. A Terminator reference. It's just constant, and gets nauseating. It will blow your brains out. Because it's things like that that take you out of the movie and makes you think of other movies. And I shouldn't be thinking of other movies. I should be thinking about this one and focus on these characters and believe that this is real. That's what movies are supposed to do, right? But this movie's failing. They even insert Chuck Norris just to do a Chuck Norris joke, and they make him almost like a ghost. He just say he's there and then he's not there, like literally within like frames. It's like, oh, he's on the balcony helping us, and then they look back up there and there's like a bunch of bad guys and he's gone. It's like, what the fuck happened to Chuck Norris? Is he a ghost? The choreography and the action is definitely lacking in this one. It's some of it. Like, there's one where it just stands out. I hate when like there's a group of bad guys and they all get taken out because, you know, the ones in front, they get taken out, and the ones in the back, they get so distracted that they drop their guns on the ground. Instead of just blowing Jason Statham away, they're like, oh, drop the gun, I have to pick it back up. Like, really? What the fuck? This Asian woman that replaces Jet Li, she's almost like this weird, like, love interest. You can kind of tell that she's into Stallone, and Stallone's kind of into her, and then it just goes nowhere. Just absolutely nowhere. We get the same ending as the first one, with the whole, like, hugging the girl and then flying off. Same ending. We get more bad humor, lots of bad humor in this movie. It's not quite as good as the first one. There's some funny moments. I'm not gonna say it's like all shit. I mean, it's just the humor doesn't land. We get we get Schwarzenegger inside a smart car at the end just to put him inside a smart car. Where the hell did this car come from? The third act at the airport isn't nearly quite as good as the third act in the first one. It's more explosive. This one just has a lot of shootouts and is not really that creative. And unlike the first movie, this one doesn't really do a good job letting each character really shine. Terry Crews and Randy Couture, they don't really do much in this movie. They're there, they kick some ass, but they don't really have their moment where they're actually on screen for like a minute doing their thing. They're just kind of like pushed aside. We get to just see more of the others. The movie just had quite a few disappointing things in it that I wish they would have changed, but this movie also had a lot of great things going for it, and let's go over them. First off, the opening of this movie is hands down 10 times better than the opening of the first one with the whole pirate ship thing. That's over pretty quick. But this one really has a great opening that just sets you in the mood. They're basically doing like a big old drive-by shooting, and they're just lots of people getting blown away. The blood isn't as bad with the CGI. There's still that great gore violence in this movie. But yeah, the whole opening, it's very, very good. Like, compared to the first one, this one's very explosive. It goes on for like 10 minutes, it feels. It's very awesome. They do that cliche, like, last second, like, almost missing the bridge, flying over it, like, oh, is the plane gonna crash? And right off the bat, we just know that this movie is being directed way better. It's very still. All the action's there. All the punches land. You get to see everything happen on screen. There's no question about what's happening. You can see it. So already, this movie, in the first open, we just see that this movie is already directed better, shot better, and edited better. This movie's story has the revenge plot element where a character dies and we gotta get revenge. I enjoy that. That's usually the main go-to for action movies. It's just revenge. You know, Steven Seagal, all those movies. And I enjoy that. I like this plot better than the first one. The first one was kind of like Super Mario Bros. It's like, alright, we gotta go save the princess, you know, Sasha. Except she's not a princess, you know what I mean. Like, it's like, oh, let's go save the girl because I feel bad for her. This one's like, let's get revenge. Let's kick some ass. We got Jean-Claude Van Damme as the bad guy. We got an action hero as our bad guy, just like in the third movie. So, unlike the first one, where it should have been an action hero that we're familiar with as the bad guy, this one does it right. Not that Eric Roberts was bad, I just wish it would have been somebody like Van Damme in the first one. And unlike the first one, we really actually get a showdown with Van Damme versus Stallone. It lasts a lot longer than that quick shootout in the first one. This one lasts longer. We get this big showdown between Stallone and Van Damme at the end. It lasts a few minutes, much longer than Venom. Venom at the end. Don't get me started. Venom sucks at the end. Just fuck that movie. We get Hemsworth in this movie, and his character, he's the one that dies and like is the motivation to get Van Damme. And I like that they didn't just like throw away his character. They didn't just like throw him in there to shoehorn him and just be like, all right, here's a character that's gonna die and set them off and get revenge. No, they actually took time to build his character as much as they could before they eliminated him. That way there would be more of an impact. And there is some impact. You know, he actually tells you that he has this lover in France, and his whole story about like how he was in Iraq, trained as a sniper. They actually give him a character. You know, he actually has a story. Dolph Lundgren, he's a good guy now. I like that. I didn't care for that whole fucking turning on them and then joining them again at the end thing in the first one. He's just the goofy guy with the screw too loose in this movie. He's really enjoyable in this film. So much better in this one. Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger, they're not cameos no more. They're really in this movie. They're, you know, Schwarzenegger, he's in the beginning, but then they both show up at the end and they actually get to kick some ass and like shoot people and do things. It could have been done better, but at least they actually have a moment to shine in this film. And of course, we get Chuck Norris. A lot of people love Chuck Norris, and he's good in this movie. I would like to know how he found them in that place. Like, is he doing the same mission? Is he after Van Damme? Obviously, but how the hell did he find them? Like, seriously, twice? Give me a break. The main cast in this movie, just like in that first one, they get that good banter with one another. It's still somewhat funny. Good characters. They're still enjoyable like the first one. This movie has a little bit better pacing, and it's done just a little bit better. I like this one more than the first one. So therefore, when it comes to Expendables 2, I gotta say, this movie is definitely worth going out and buying. Those are my thoughts on Expendables 2. Is this your favorite Expendables like me? Let me know in the comments below. Who's your favorite in this movie? Mine's Jason Statham, Man and Knife. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me tonight for the Stallone Month Review Series. And if you enjoyed this video at all, you can support it by clicking on this like button over here. And you can support my channel by clicking on my cartoon face in about 5 seconds to see more. And until next time, auf Wiedersehen.